Hi guys, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail. Sorry, I was having trouble getting on there. So here to do Fat Burn Extreme with you this morning. This is 20 minutes pushing your max. So you work as hard as you can till you have to stop. Then you take your rest and you recover, you come back in. If you haven't done it before, I don't give you the rest breaks, so please take them. You're meant to work to a point where you have to stop and then recover, come back in, and you repeat that throughout the 20 minutes. The music, when the music comes on, that's when you give your hardest. So just now we're going to do the warm-up. I'm going to do the demo. I want you to do the demo with me, as we always do, because that gets you familiar with each exercise. You need a mat, you need a bit of space, a drink, so have a drink, stop and have one whenever you need one. Going to do Abs Extreme 1 again this morning, so hopefully you enjoy it and give it 100% guys. So we're going to start off with your little warm-up, so if you need to move anything, do it now. And let's go to it. So lots of enthusiasm today. And any injuries, work around them, please listen to your body. So here we go, little squats, feet hip width apart, and we can speed these up. So we start off, we just want to warm everywhere, all our muscles from head to toe. So let's kick back, dig the elbows back, so we do upper body and lower body. And jog it out and push up. Okay, kick to the side, bring your knees to the front, higher knees, let's add the elbows in, quiet landing guys, and lunges. So landing heel to toe, traveling forward. And then we'll have to go backwards. If we go forwards, we want to go back as well. So reaching back with the toe, low back knee, and then reaching to the side. It's just a quick little warm up here. So just get reaching to where you can. And then feet hip width apart, wider than hip width apart. Reach down, touch and swivel. So we just reach to where you can. And then we're going to twist, so twisting, coming onto the toe, and then we're going to just quickly do the demo. So this is, as I said, Abs Extreme 1, so lots of abs. So we're going to lean back and pulse. So we had a lot on the mat today. So feet, bent legs, lean back, and we pulse here. So we keep the chin lifted, we draw the belly button down, and the lower you are to the floor, so you're not wanting to be lying down, so you want your back off the floor, but we lean back with the hips up and pulse. If it's too difficult, don't lean back as much. So then we have advanced plank. So advanced plank is full arm plank. If you do have any issues with your wrists and you can't come onto the full arm, then please just come down onto the elbow. So you take out that pressure off your wrist. Full arm plank, easiest option will be to have your knee on the floor with this leg lifted. Other than that, we are up, hips above one another, shoulders above one another, and we lift this leg and we hold. So if you're doing that on the other side and it's too difficult, and as I said, if you have sore wrists or problems, then just come down onto the elbow and do exactly the same. So either knee and a lift, but try and do your hardest. So even if you have to hold for a couple of seconds and stop and come back in, then just do that. Russian sprints, our hands are on the mat, facing forward preferably, but if you do have to turn them slightly out, then that's fine. and we just kick. So your slow kicks will be your easiest, and doing that fast little kick is what we're looking for if you can. So squat through, up, and then when you squat, try and touch the floor. So as if you're picking up a bag and throwing it over your shoulder. So we touch, touch and throw. Now when you come down, push your knees out so you get firing up your glutes and your bottom. And it's not a reach down and a throw, it's coming down with your bottom and a throw, guys, so that you really feel the legs straight away. And then we sit up and push out. So this is your double legs. So we're just lifting the knees towards your chest. Push, lift, push, lift, push. So I breathe out as I bring my knees in. So try not to hold your breath. And if you do find that too difficult, then you just have to stop whenever you can, or you'll have to just maybe draw one knee in at a time. But try the hardest. And reverse plank, we are still with those hands facing forward. Again, if you feel you have to turn your hands out slightly, then please do. So here we are lifting one leg, the other leg is out, and we just lift and hold, pushing the hips up. We do one side, and then on the next time we will do the other side. If it's too difficult, get one leg bent and then the other one. But try to have your straight leg. And where am I? Reverse plank, V-sit single. So the abs are going to burn today, as the title, abs extreme. So I just thought we'll do this one again for a wee change. Arms up, legs up, in, out, knee back and up, back and up. So in and push, chin up, belly button down. If it's too hard and you cannot manage at all, don't give up, just take your hands back and do the same, and just try and progress so that you're doing arms up in the air. So if you haven't done it before, try these exercises out. You can always adapt, you can always change. Same if you have injuries, just change it. Don't just give up. Pike taps. So pike taps, we're in the plank position. And every time we come back from the bottoms up, we come back into this position. So the feet wider than hip width apart. And we want to come back to here. So we don't want to be staying up and tapping up like this. We want to come down, opposite hand to foot, reach back, and if you can't reach to your foot, then reach to where you can. And that will make it easier if you're not reaching all the way back. Reverse cycle sit-ups. We'll just, instead of like a cycle forward, we'll just a reverse cycle. So the hands are on the mat and you reverse. So as if you're cycling mid-air, go to it for as long as you can and then have a rest, but extra tight squeeze of the belly button. Always want to work this core. And drop downs. So drop downs, I think of a rainbow. So we jump from side to side, so the arms come up and touch the floor. So we jump, touch, jump, touch, jump. So the wider you jump, the more floor space you cover, the harder. If you're taking out the jump, you can just stand side to side and touch. Try to get your two hands down if you can, so you're working right into your obliques. If you can't reach the floor, just reach to where you can. Crossovers, we're back on the mat again. So you might need to double up your mat to put under your bottom for some of these exercises. If you're doing a lot of legs in the air, then you might need a little bit of extra padding. So the head is down, hands at the side, and these legs are lifting and crossing. Now if the legs are bent and higher, it'll be easier. Lower, harder. If you're just skimming the floor, then that'll be extra hard. Draw your belly button down throughout and just cross those feet. So one crosses over the other, and you stop and rest when you need it. You also stop and have a drink when you need it. So if you're feeling in the middle, or even 30 seconds in, your rest breaks are your own. Okay, so I'm going to take you to a little mini stretch. That's all your exercises demoed. Bottom, pushing back and up. Chest nice and low. And I want you to give you your best. When this music kicks in, you go really, really hard at it. So it is tough. It's as hard as you make it. And it never gets easier because you push harder. So we push down. Aim is that you always work max, and if you're working max, you should have to stop. So don't go making it easier just to go for longer. You always want to push hard. Take your wrist, or just reach up if you don't want to take your wrist. Breathe in, reach up, breathe out, over, change it, breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to do our balance heel to bottom, so you can hold on or arm out, whatever steadies you. And you might want to hold on to a wall, keep your knee down, keep your heel squeezing towards your bottom or touching your bottom if possible. So we don't want this knee out, we keep it down and we push out through the hip. Pushing the hips out to the front. Yay, we're ready to go, guys. So just think 20 minutes and you're done. So this is where you push really, really hard and rest and push all the way through. Okay, so we are ready to go. Your first one is your lean back pulse. So we're on the mat sitting. You want to get down ready, legs bent. And we are going to go for this, guys.
Number one, starting with lean back pulse.
Here we go, team. So lean back, keep the chin up. We're going to feel this today, hopefully. So squeeze it. Leaning back, lower is harder, higher is easier. So as hard as you can make it.
Advanced plank right.
Okay, right arm down. So knee on the mat, if you wish. We're holding this leg up. Get a spine line, perfect line between your shoulders and your hips above one another. Squeeze up belly button in. It is tough. Hold.
Russian sprints.
Okay, hands forward. Fast. So quiet feet here. Or slow if you can manage. If you can't manage to keep the bottom up at all, then maybe take your bottom down and just do a little opposite reach, hand to toe. So if you can.
Advanced plank left.
Left side. So you might have one side better than the other. Sometimes we work better, stronger on one side. If this is too difficult, get a knee down, keep your hold, still working, hold tummy tight.
Lean back pulse.
Okay, back from the top. Squeeze. You turn fingertips long, extra tight belly button, chin up. Have a rest when you need it.
Advanced plank right.
This is a tough one today. Holding. Keep smiling. Hey. Elbow down if you have sore wrists.
Russian sprints.
Go for it. You know your option to make this easier, just to slow it down. And if you can't, keep going with the bottom up. You can't manage that at all. Take the bottom onto the mat. Opposite hand to toe. Tummy down.
Advanced plank left.
Left side, guys. Get your balance. And left. If you can hold, you might want to do like a little down and up. If it's still too hard, knee on the floor, tummy in.
Lean back pulse.
Back down. Squeeze. Hopefully your arms are burning. Keep tight. Keep squeezing. Woo! Go team.
Advanced plank right.
Right arm. How are we doing? Keep trying. Woo! Excellent. Nice and high with our hand.
Russian sprints.
Okay, guys. Give it your all. Wrist fast. Slow if you need to. Push now.
Advanced plank left.
Left side. Now you know if it's too hard, just come down with that knee. Keep holding up. Whatever you are doing, so long as it's your hardest, that is cool. Always try your max.
Squat throw.
Bottom down on your squat. Woo. Squat, throw. Put your knees out, rock your bottom down, feet wider than hip apart. If you can reach to where you can, low if possible.
Sit up, push out.
Double feet, guys. Straight in. Breathe out as the knees come in. Try to keep your knees kind of together rather than coming out. So in and push, in and push.
Reverse plank.
Okay, we'll lift right leg. Left leg out. If it's too hard, left leg bent on the floor. Push your hips up. Holding this right leg lift. If it's too difficult, take it, one leg bent, guys. If not, hold.
V-sit single.
Legs are up, arms are up, unless you can't manage. So in, out. If it's too hard, get the hands behind just till you're strong enough to keep the hands up. I breathe out as I draw my knee in.
Squat throw.
Back up. We're not very often in this, so make the most. With a obliques will work out here, and the legs, and your glutes. Push your knees out, fire up your glutes. Low.
Push out.
Okay, doubles. Really squeeze abs as the knees come in.
Reverse plank.
Okay, reverse plank, we'll lift the left leg this time. Right leg down, hips up and lift. Hold. You feel this stretching the front of the shoulders. If it's too tough, leg down, hold, try and keep your hips level. You know it now. Singles. Legs up and whoo, go. Let's fire up this core. Feel it. Keep with it. Woo. Toughie. Are you breathing? Are you resting? Rest if you need it.
Squat throw.
Have a drink whenever. Have a rest when you need it, guys. Here we go. Low bottom.
Sit up, push out.
Double feet. You know it now. If you can manage, then you might need to just pull back with it, feet off the floor. Or just go a couple. Better if you just try 1 or 2 and have rest and come back in. Just go.
Reverse plank.
Right leg, lifting. Left leg out. Hold. It seems so long. It's so tough. You might find it easy. I don't. Hold.
V6.
Yes. You have to have that rest. Okay. Enough. Hands behind if you can't manage, but only if you can't manage, not to make it easier, just to go for longer.
Pike tap.
Okay, we are over. Spread the feet wider and hip width apart. Plank, tummy up, in between, touch and plank. Get back to your flat plank, in between each touch. If you can't reach, come to where you can. Push that bottom up.
Reverse cycle sit up.
Okay, backward cycle. Legs are up. So, hands on mat. So we reverse the cycle. Roll the belly button down. Have rest if you need it.
Downs.
Our rainbows. If you want to use your mat, you can use that as a little jump over or step over, whatever you're doing, push it.
Crossovers.
Lying down, hands at your side, head down, belly button down, cross, easier, bend legs higher, harder, lower, squeeze,
Pike tap.
get back over. Okay guys, go for this. Push that bottom, backing up.
sit-up.
Backward cycle. Chin up. Keep this going as long as you can. So you need to rest. When you stop and come back in, push twice as hard.
Drop downs.
Go guys. Touch 2 hands. Touch. Work that waist. If you jump wider and higher, this will be harder. Try and land quietly. If you're not jumping, same. 2 hands. Get on that floor. Drop it. Yes. So, turn out, turn. Squeeze the belly button down. Point your toes. Cross over each other.
Pike tap.
Roll over. So if you pike, you know you come back to your plank. So reach back, plank, reach. Come on team, nice and tough.
Reverse cycle sit-up.
Woo! How hot are you? Hopefully you're feeling it. If not, just push harder. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. Your workout, guys. Yes, we want tough. Woo!
Drop downs.
You can speed this up. Come on, guys. Reach. Option.
Crossovers.
Have a crossover. You get a drink. Have a drink whenever you need one. So good. Push. Come on, abs. Harder, tighter squeeze of that belly button.
Lean back pulse.
From the top. So you should feel it. Hips up, chin up, belly button down. Woo. How are we doing? It's so good. Push. Challenge yourself.
Advanced plank right.
Right hand down. You know it now. Knee down is your option to make it easier. Hold, arm up, leg up, belly button always in. Hold. Squeeze.
Russian sprints.
Sprinting. You can make this slower if you wish. If you're going max, flat out fast. Fast as you can. Push, push, push.
Advanced plank left.
Left hand down. Are we ready, guys? Coming to the end. Hold. Belly button in. Keep squeezing. Tight core. Woo.
Squat throw.
Get that butt down. You know, you drop, twist, drop, twist. Bottom, down. I breathe in on the down, breathe out as a twist. Double the knees. Keep pushing. Nearly done.
Reverse plank.
Legs up. Reverse. Tummy down. Legs coming backwards as if you're a backward cycle. Woo! Go team.
V6 single.
Legs up. How hard is this today? Core burn. If you can manage, hands behind. If you need a rest, I need a rest. Go girls, go guys.
Pike tap.
Come on, we can do this. How tight can you pull up that belly button? Push your bottom back. Breathe.
Reverse cycle sit-up.
Reverse. Woo! If you're feeling it. If you're not, go faster. Come on. Cycle backwards. Woo! Tighter belly button.
Drop downs.
Jumping. Side landing. Come on, give me your max. More cover of that floor. Touch. Rainbow arms. Come on. Go faster. Go, go, go.
Crossovers.
Quickly down and cross. Woo! Yes. Loving it. Come on. Knee it up. Push it. Woo-hoo. Toss in. You're doing good. Ah. Yes. Job done.
The abs extreme workout #1 is now over. Let the afterburn begin.
Yes. That was so good. Oh, let your heart rate come down slowly. Breathe. Less draw. Knee into chest. The other leg can be straight or bent, but we want to hug you guys. Give yourself this well-earned hug. Get that glute to lengthen. It's worked hard. You're going to take this into your hamstring stretch. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we breathe out, we're going to get our leg up and draw back. Now this leg on the floor can be bent. I want you to think of the bottom doesn't lift off the mat. So you're pushing down and drawing back. Smaller the back, imprint in the mat, and head is nice and flat. If it's tilted back, don't put strain on your neck, lift it, put it back down flat. Every time you breathe out, draw that leg back to get this lovely hamstring stretch. And then we do knee to chest. And every out breath we want to really hug in tight. Work through to relax your body. Get that heart rate to slow down. If you've been working really max, it takes a while. You'll still be a faster heart rate for quite a while until you get back to normal. And we draw back, focus on your breathing. On your out breath, draw back. You can have that bent leg, bottom pushing down though. And then we're going to grab underneath the knees, underneath the kneecaps or underneath. Bring yourself up. Going to drop the knees out. So you can hold it onto the ankles, but have like your flat back, so you lift your chest, push down the knees. You can hold onto your toes if you wish, but try not to have like your curled back here. You're trying to lift the chest up and squeeze the knees down. So you're trying to stretch like your inner thighs, your adductors here. So when you jump like from side to sides, and even when you push out in your squats, so it's really pushing knees down. Your knees might be on the floor. You might be more flexible than me, but push as low as you can go. Still lifting your chest. And we're going to just come on to our side, and we're going to just have our heel to bottom one from here today. So you can have your head rested if you wish here. You want to draw the heel to bottom. I'm just supporting my head. So I'm having my body in good alignment here. So I want this knee back in line with my hip as I draw back and I look down. My knee is not forward. So I check my position here. My hip and my knee is in line together with my shoulder. I'm drawing my heel as tight as I can to my bottom without lifting up. And then I'm going to face away from you so you can roll whichever side. And then I'm just drawing this heel in. You can rest your head, so really squeeze here, push your hip out to the front, so you get an added stretch down the front of the legs, the quads. Extra tight squeeze, guys. Really drawing in. And from there, we're going to give our little spine stretch, a little twist, and out to thigh. So feet are flat, arms are aeroplane arms, out in line with the shoulders. We drop the knees, we look away from your knees, and then you press. You can press, you can lift the knees a little bit higher to add in a bigger stretch. Breathe through it. Then we're going to take arm away, knees back up, centre your bottom, drop your knees the other side, look away from your knees, press. So nice. Lift the knees towards your shoulder, higher up to get a bigger stretch. So we're working right up out to thigh, right up sort of centre, spine, lower and mid. And then we want to stretch the hip. So we're going to come up, come over. So I'm just going to take it one leg forward. So I'm taking my foot forward, wiggling it forward so that my foot is further forward than my knee. And then I'm going to have my hands on my knee here above. And then you want to drop down to give this hip a nice stretch. So the body's tall and we're just pushing down to get this stretch onto the hip. And then I'm going to change over, so just swivel around to the other side, hands on and drop. So sink down, we're not kind of leaning, we're having the body weight transferring down through centre. So this stretch is so good to lengthen the hip and the hip flexor. And then from there, I'm just going to take my hands down, bring myself up. So just bring yourself up so you can push your heel down into the floor. So heel down to stretch your calf, arms out and drop the head, reach forward, or if you're against the wall, you can push through the wall to get an added stretch into the calf. And then we swivel around. So again, if you can't get your heel down, just bring your foot a bit closer. This time, hands behind, keep your head up, lift and lean into the stretch. So I'm pushing down through the heel, but I'm also pushing the shoulders away from the ears and lifting higher on my out breath. So I get opening of the chest, front of the shoulders. And we really want to stretch the obliques. So I'm going to take feet hip width apart, wrist, breathe in up and breathe out over. And then if you want to make this a little bit harder, bring your feet together and just still push out more effort on the push out of your hip as you reach. You can stay with split legs if you prefer. Coming down lower, keep the shoulder back, breathe, come back up, take the feet apart, lift on in breath, over and out, and double feet together, hip pushing out, stretch. If you don't want to hold your wrist, just reach. Whew. Hot. Let's stretch out. The wrist, draw back. Change. Even holding your side planks. Your wrist works really, really hard to take your body weight. And check the thumb is out, the arm is quite straight here to get the fingers back, don't overstretch. Fingers down, just gently draw back over the top of the knuckles to open up your wrist. And well done, guys. Thank you so much. That was a tough one. So much work for the core there. So hopefully you worked your best, you done your hardest, and you really did feel the burn. I'll be back tomorrow for Fitness Pilates at 12. Go on, have a fabulous day. Make sure you have a drink now. And well done. Bye.